like feeling like I'm academics. Can't ride no wave.
The next thing, did y'all see Paul Pierce? Paul Pierce is now turned into like the retired basketball new age version of Kevin Samuels, man. He always has like this really red pill view of like relationships and dating, and people are kind of like saying, yo, we got to believe this guy because he's not just talking out of his ass. He's definitely seen some shit. So if he's saying it, we got to believe him. So this is the latest thing Paul Pierce has said. Let me know what y'all think.
You men who stand up men, who go out there and put your elbow into making a woman make sure she's straight and hard working and respectable, chest up, chin out men, and you really on the grind and you really got ambition, man, leave these little pretty girls alone, bro. They don't put their elbow in it. I'm going to keep it 100. Over there looking at, oh, she bad. Oh, look at her Instagram. Oh, she a 9, she a 10. No, I'll get you a 5 or a 6 who going to put some elbow into it and going to be down for you on some 100. You know what I'm saying? They going to look at you like, why he with her? Don't worry about why I'm with her. Because she going to do everything you ain't doing. 100%. And that's the new wave we should be on, fellas. Like, man, forget all that how you look when you with your arm around her. Nah, she ain't got no substance to her. All you men who stand up, men.
Oh, man. Hey, let me tell you this, man. You know, the ball bounces on both sides of the court. It's like tennis, chat. Let me tell you this. I think a lot of men now are realizing, like, you know, just like how sometimes in the dating game, men sometimes come up on having the advantage in certain situations. Women usually adjust to that and get the advantage back in their situation, and then men trying to get it back in their situation. What Paul Pierce is trying to say is that Paul Pierce is now trying to level the game back up for dudes like him. What do I mean dudes like him? Retired, successful, dudes who got a lot of money, dudes who are celebrities. He's trying to get the game back in their control because right now the women are running the game, and it's not even like women who are drop dead gorgeous. Let me tell you this: a chick who's a 7.5, if you look in her story, if unless she's just never been nowhere, I guarantee if she likes to travel, half of her trip's been paid for by somebody else. She has 1 or 2 pictures in a car that costs over $250,000. You know what I mean? Like she's seen life a bit, right? Like, you know. So what happens is dudes like Paul Pierce, like, yeah, of course he has a shit ton of money, but like these girls have all type of blue checks in their DMs. Like it's saturated now. You know what I mean? Back in the day, he's the big bad NBA player. When he come to holla at a chick, everybody move around. Now these chicks might be with a nigga who that's a Forex trader, just a straight up scammer. They might be with like a ball player, a this, or that, a nigga who came up by she might be with a nigga who's I know a nigga who's a clipper, who he flying out chicks left and right. So yeah, the game has definitely changed. And you're starting to see, like I'm telling you, it's about, for me, the rankings about once a chick's over a 7.5, there's some nigga that is a successful dude that's been in their DM. Unless she's been like, quote unquote, committed relationship, page locked down, don't travel, that people don't, like she's not even in a place where people are like hitting her up to offer her opportunities. So I get what he's trying to do. The way people have tried to cope with that, there's 2 ways. One way is what they call passport bros. Them niggas is going down to Colombia looking for beauty, but looking for women who are beautiful with traditional values. Because the girls who are beautiful in the U.S., they now are this hybrid demons. So they don't want to deal with those women. They go down to Colombia where basically them girls are, they get impressed by like $40. So they're like, oh, we could find, quote unquote, a traditional woman there. Now, the other way, if you don't want to go down to Colombia, and by the way, them niggas is getting killed down there in Colombia because all them cartel niggas they're not fond of this passport bro economy. You're either coming down there to buy coke or coming down there to give them money, but you're not coming down there to bring your $40 to go fuck all their girls and think you're about to go get a mail order bride. So that's number one. So number 2, Paul Pierce, I think he's trying to figure it out how they could flip the game upside down. And his thing is, we got to stop only dating these chicks that we think are super attractive. Let's start giving the chicks who are mid. Let's give the ugly bitches some attention. It will saturate their market. Because right now the market is saturated that there's too many dudes who got something going on that's DMing these chicks. That's mildly attractive. So now he's like, we need to start looking at chicks that's lesser attractive that we could start saturating their situation. Yeah. Anyway, Paul Pierce, I completely get what you're saying. But I'm gonna be honest with you. It also becomes like this self-fulfilling prophecy, where if you are this rich, famous guy, the way you try to attract women, you're always gonna get women who are gonna get that mentality that you don't like. So the shit that you don't like, you're gonna keep attracting them because it works like yin and yang. You know what I mean? Your lifestyle goes along with certain type of women. And it's not that there's a lack of good women. It's just that usually people who are in the lifestyle of entertainment or who have millions of dollars, they don't give a fuck about trying to go find the quote unquote good woman who might just be the boring chick that works the 9 to 5 that might look alright. Yeah. So I get what he's saying, but I think what he's saying is a play more than reality for him. You know what I mean? Like, when Paul Pierce shows me he's dating a 4, I'll be like, oh, he's telling the truth. You know what I mean? The only person, and by the way, what he's trying to do to the NBA Youngboy. NBA Youngboy is a real pioneer that strategy. Youngboy turned down all the 7, 8, well, I'll just say 8s, 9s, and 10s. He used to say, as long as you're over a 3, come as you are. As long as you're down with my program, I don't give a fuck what you look like. You could look like Chewbacca. You could get down on my team. So really, Paul Pierce trying to get down with the YB program. YB been on that for a long time. He catch you at the bus stop. You got $150. You got like some scar. You got one eye bigger than the other one bulging one. You got like all type of shit. You got a little tumor hanging off right here. He fuck with you as long as you down for his program. Trust. You get what I'm saying? So now these guys, because you know the reality of it, it's like the 8s, 9s, and 10s are all getting flown out. Like, I'm gonna lie to you, chat. It's so disgusting. I see these chicks on the plane more than the pilot. Like every week. Every week. You get what I'm saying? And like that's almost like an economy for them. So sometimes dudes like Paul Pierce think you're impressing a girl by doing that. No, she's gonna get 15 other niggas to do it for her too. So of course now the shit is saturated. So it is what it is. But let me keep playing what he's saying and then we'll move on.
And who go out there and put your elbow into making a woman make sure she's straight and hard working and respectable, chest up, chin out men, and you really on the grind and you really got ambition, man, leave these little pretty girls alone, bro. They don't put their elbow in it. I'm going to keep it 100.
Here's another reason I disagree with him, too. You go get a little ugly joint, a little mid joint. By the time, and again, it depends on the lifestyle you live. Like Paul Pierce loved it. When I seen Paul Pierce in Turks, he had the BBL bandits of death on his boat. Like at one point, I thought his shit was gonna sink like the Titanic. Them BBLs were lopsided over there. Looked like this shit. It looked like boulders. Looked like this shit might sink the boat. If that's what you're into, you might say go find a chick that's a 4 or a 5. She's with you. You have infinite money and wealth. She gonna go to the surgery 10 times. She gonna get the fat ass that you like. She's gonna then change up her body, get the lip fillers, get the this, get the whatever. She's gonna then artificially make herself look like the 8 or a 9. And what do you think she's gonna start acting like? The 8 or the 9. It is what it is. So what Paul Pierce is saying, again, I think the problem with us men, we be looking at the wrong things. It is what it is. You can't like BBL bandits and tell niggas to go for 4s and 5s. You like BBL bandits. You like a BBL demon. You get what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, you might find a chick that don't got her body done, but she get with you. You got all the money. She's going to be like, babe, I want to get my body done for my birthday. I want to get some new titties. I want to get this done. I want to get this sculpting thing that Dr. Miami been showing on Snapchat. Yeah, so, it is what it is. And here's the thing. The mentality that these women have are created by the men they date. It's created by the women they're also looking at that date the men like you. It's true. I'm keeping it a bean. And I'm saying that also being in this like tumultuous atmosphere where some of these women are dating in. By the way, I think we could probably piggyback off of that and go to